You know, the longer I work in the field of health for older adults, the more I realize one thing. Our bodies always whisper before they ever begin to speak loudly, especially our legs. Perhaps you felt it too, that heaviness in the afternoon, the slight swelling around the ankles, the tension in the calves as if they're holding on to something they can't quite let go of. Many of my patients assume it's just part of getting older. But behind that heaviness is an entire story about circulation, about collagen, and about how the body is trying to repair itself every single day. I want you to imagine this for a moment. The collagen in your body is like the wooden beams holding up a bridge. If those beams weaken, the bridge still stands. That's true. But every step becomes heavier, shakier, more vulnerable to the next storm. Our bodies are exactly the same. Collagen is the framework that supports your tendons, your cartilage, even your blood vessels. When it declines, which naturally happens after age 50, swelling becomes more common, joints take longer to recover, and your muscles need more time to bounce back. One of my patients, Jeffrey, age 67, once said to me, "Doc, it feels like my legs no longer belong to me." Only when he understood collagen did he realize the problem wasn't his willpower. It was the structural foundation beneath everything he felt. What's interesting is that many people think the solution is just taking a collagen supplement. But you and I both know the body doesn't work like a simple machine. Collagen only works when it has the raw materials, the right conditions, and the blood flow to deliver it where it's needed. And that blood flow depends on many things people often overlook: diet, daily habits, movement, even posture, how long you sit or stand without shifting. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel heavier when you sit too long? Or that they swell when you stand too long? That's not random. When your posture is off, or when you hold the same posture for too long, blood flow slows. Nutrients can't reach the joints that desperately need them, and collagen can't get to the places in your body that require repair. I've seen this pattern in hundreds of patients, and it repeats so consistently that I can almost predict the conversation. "I didn't do anything, but my legs still swell." And the truth is, it's often the not doing anything, not moving, not activating the leg muscles that makes things worse. Strong leg muscles can reduce up to 30% of the pressure placed on collagen structures in tendons and cartilage. Many people don't believe this when I tell them. But imagine this. When your muscles are weak, every bit of force goes straight into the joints. When they're strong, they share the load, like having someone help you carry a heavy suitcase. Another patient of mine, Helen, used to have swollen ankles every evening. After just 6 weeks of simple strengthening exercises, nothing painful, nothing extreme, her swelling reduced by more than 70%. She laughed and said, "I had no idea strengthening my legs a little could take so much pressure off my joints." But muscles and posture are only part of the story. Blood circulation plays a vital role too. I often tell my patients that blood is the delivery service for collagen, minerals, and every nutrient you consume. If that delivery system is weak, even the best materials stay stuck in storage, unable to reach the job site. Foods like beets, pomegranates, and garlic have been shown to improve circulation, gently dilate blood vessels, and nourish the joints more effectively. I always recommend starting small. Try a little beet juice or a few pomegranate seeds each day. You might be surprised by what happens. A good anti-inflammatory diet matters as well. When blood vessels are irritated, they tend to leak fluid, contributing to swelling in the feet, ankles, or calves. Omega-3 rich foods, berries, and turmeric can help calm that process. You don't need a dramatic lifestyle overhaul. Just a few thoughtful choices each day can make a real difference. And then there's an invisible enemy many people never consider: chronic stress. Elevated cortisol for long periods reduces collagen production and encourages fluid retention, especially noticeable in the late afternoon and evening. Have you ever had a stressful day and noticed your legs look puffier by nighttime? That's not your imagination. It's physiology. Your body is quietly saying, I need rest. Another factor that rarely gets discussed is minerals. For collagen to be truly strong, it needs to be cross-linked, tied and anchored the way ropes secure a structure. Minerals like magnesium, zinc, and copper are essential for forming those crosslinks. Without them, collagen cannot mature properly, no matter how much you consume. And here's something else most people never hear. Eating collagen-rich foods, like sardines with skin, gelatin, or slow-cooked chicken, 45 to 60 minutes before you move or exercise, can increase collagen delivery to the joints. I've had many patients try this, and the results are consistently positive. One told me, my joints feel more flexible during and after my walks. So if you're watching this right now, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, has my body been receiving the care it needs? What are my legs trying to tell me? Healing isn't about rushing. It's about listening, day by day, moment by moment. And our legs, more than almost any other part of the body, are constantly giving us quiet clues about what they need, if we're willing to pay attention. As we enter our 50s, 60s, and 70s, our bodies don't react as quickly as they once did. But that doesn't mean they stop trying. On the contrary, your body is still working tirelessly, repairing every cell, every tendon fiber, every layer of cartilage. It simply needs more support from you than it did before. And the first thing I want you to truly understand is this. Collagen isn't just a beauty ingredient. It is the foundational material of your entire movement system. I remember a patient, Caroline, 64 years old. She once asked me, Doctor, why do my ankles swell after just a few laps around the park? And I told her, it's not the walk that's hurting you. Your body just doesn't have enough building material to repair itself each day. That building material was collagen. When collagen declines, blood vessels lose elasticity, and the tendons and cartilage lose strength. So every step you take, steps that seem perfectly normal, can create tiny micro-injuries that the body must fix. If circulation is poor and nutrients can't reach the right place, swelling becomes even more likely. That is why I always emphasize to my patients that circulation is the key. You can eat the most nutritious foods in the world, but if the blood cannot deliver those nutrients to the joints, the benefit remains theoretical. Simple foods like beets, pomegranates, and garlic can gently dilate blood vessels and help nutrition flow to where healing is needed. Some of my patients felt noticeably lighter legs after just a few weeks of drinking half a cup of beet juice in the morning. But nutrition isn't just about circulation. Silent inflammation inside the body, the kind you may not even feel, is one of the deeper causes of swelling, slow recovery, and heaviness in the legs. Inflammation is not always sharp pain. Sometimes it's simply that subtle heaviness, like a thin fog wrapped around your calves. And an anti-inflammatory diet is one of the most powerful ways to clear that fog. I often ask my patients, do you eat fatty fish a few times a week? Do you use turmeric in your meals? Do you still eat berries or dark grapes? These aren't miracle foods, but they help reduce blood vessel leakiness, which means less fluid pooling around your ankles, a process that happens quietly without you noticing. Then there are minerals, magnesium, zinc, copper, playing the role of construction workers, helping collagen fibers link tightly together. I had one patient, David, who was diligent about taking collagen, but paid little attention to minerals. When he added magnesium and zinc consistently, he told me his legs felt less achy and standing for long periods became easier. That's not luck, that's basic biology. For collagen to be strong, it has to be tied together. There's also something many people have never heard. Eating collagen-rich foods 45 to 60 minutes before movement helps more collagen reach the joints. Sardines with skin, gelatin, slow-cooked chicken, ordinary foods become active repair materials during your walk, light workout, or even an afternoon spent gardening. Movement increases blood flow to tendons and joints, pulling those collagen peptides directly to the places that need rebuilding. Many patients tried this and told me they felt less stiffness and more fluid movement after their sessions. But if you focus on nutrition alone and ignore leg strength, you're still missing an essential piece. I always tell my patients, strong leg muscles are like having an extra inner support team. When muscles are weak, tendons and cartilage carry all the load. When muscles are strong, they share the load, reducing stress on collagen and keeping joints from swelling. Some research even shows that strong leg muscles can reduce pressure on tendons and cartilage by up to 30%, and that is no small number. You can start with very gentle exercises, heel raises, sit to stands, small side steps, just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Your body will repay you far more than you expect. And finally, we cannot ignore chronic stress. Have you ever noticed your legs swell more on stressful days? Cortisol, the stress hormone, slows collagen production and encourages the body to hold on to fluid. You may eat well and exercise consistently, but if your mind is stretched tight like a violin string, your body struggles to heal. I often recommend just 4 to 6 minutes of slow breathing each evening. That alone helps many people sleep deeper and see less swelling at the end of the day. Posture plays a role too. Standing incorrectly, sitting too long, crossing your legs, even these small habits can restrict blood flow. Tiny things repeated daily can create changes you never expected. All these factors are interconnected like a delicate web. Collagen, circulation, inflammation, minerals, muscle strength, posture, and even your emotional state. When we care for each part gently and consistently, the body responds with a quiet kind of gratitude. Lighter legs, steadier steps, and a sense of vitality returning like an old friend you thought you'd lost. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope the information I shared can help you take practical steps toward better health and a stronger body as you age. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like because it really supports the channel and helps more people discover this content. Make sure to share this video with friends or family who might benefit from it as well. And of course, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my new videos on healthy aging and longevity. Lastly, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which tip resonated with you the most, or what topic you'd like me to cover next. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.